Hello everyone, my name is Cha Yue and you can call me Violet. Today I'm here to talk with you about my journey of elementary statistic the course. So I am a student majoring in hospitality management, and at first I didn't expect that being in hospitality management course will be facing any mathematics that it's considered hard because hospitality is majoring in service, bringing good service and being good at language. So mathematics isn't that important. So I wasn't expecting any of the math would be coming up. But when I know that I am going to take elementary statistics course, which contains data collection, such of things, and with mathematics involved, I become pretty nervous and become pretty anxious because for me, I am really bad at math, and I didn't take any math during my STPM journey. So I have foreseen my future of studying elementary statistics will be very hard. But overall, elementary statistics, from what I learn now, it's kind of okay for me because I found out that elementary statistics is actually talking about how you solve with your data and how you deal with probability, which reminds me of the time in SPM math that this topic used to came up. So even though I am really bad at math, I think I can get over with. Now, as I was saying, I am bad at math and I am very anxious. So during the time of my learning of elementary statistics, I actually panicked a lot in classes. I couldn't understand and I felt very depressed of not able to understand what the lecturer is talking about. So if I want to choose between the hardest and the most challenging topic, it will be chapter 5, which we will be talking about binomial and Poisson. So Poisson distribution probability, it's kind of one of the most challenging chapter that I think I need to deal with because of the difficult formula and a lot of graph containing and table and of course numbers, which kind of concerning. And I found myself having a very hard time understanding that. So I did spend a lot of time to try to find out what exactly that is. And I did eventually, with the help of my friend in class, I actually get through it. So this is one of the challenge that I've met in the classes of elementary statistics. Now, talking about classes of elementary statistics, there is a lot of things that I've learned during the classes all along, like how probability can be dealt with and how the mean, median, and variance are seen again in this journey. But the most or the best memory that I've got in these classes is how funny that the lecturer of mine struggling to explain what exactly he was teaching about to his student, because most of my classmate of elementary statistic was Malay, and I think they were not pretty good at English. So while the lecturer were teaching in English full time, they have hard time understanding of what the lecturer are saying. So it's funny how the lecturer keep changing language and keep changing of his way of teaching and writing down the example, giving various example while the student are still being confused about giving a face to the lecturer, and he literally can't do anything but smile. I love when he does that because his smile really makes me feel funny about that, and how he tried so hard for us to understand. It was really easy, but it was easy for him, not for us. So it was kind of funny that he just kept doing that in classes, like with the uh, poor lecturer smiling with a bunch of students that doesn't know what they're doing. So this will be a memory that will forever be in my mind. And knowing that we have such a kind lecturer that tries so hard to help us. So now I'm going to talk about one of the most important, or most one of the thing that I've learned during the classes that I think it is quite a concept to me, is that the probability formula. So the probability formula kind of means that you need to discover difference of outcomes, and you need to discover their sampling, which kind of convenient in our life, especially as a hospitality student, where I know that collecting data is what we need to do as when we deal with all of the different gases. So with the help of probability, we can actually solve it and collect data quite easily with a bunch of formula sampling, like how we gonna predict them and how we gonna collect them some sort of way. So I think in overall, elementary statistic did a very important job in our life, throughout our life, because mathematics it's around our world and mathematics are important. So in conclusion, I will be doing my best in my final exam, and I hope that I can get pretty good marks and a perfect outcome for me, just to be ending my perfect elementary statistic journey. And that is all from me. I do hope that when the future me sees this, I would be great at math.